Alright, welcome back into SnowRunner hard mode. So, if you didn't catch the first video, I went over the rules of hard mode and the rules that I've imposed on myself, and we started in on our scouting journey. So we got a fair bit of the first map here in Michigan scouted out. We hit a fair number of the watchtowers, but we still have a fair number to go, as well as we started picking up missions for the various roadblocks that are around here. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and continue with our scouting and start working on some of these roadblocks that we have going around the map. So, the first one that we have here, or the one that I have currently active, is Rock Slide. So that one we need some metal beams and service spare parts. Now the metal beams are easy, the service spare parts a little less so, because those can only be picked up over at a warehouse that is somewheres up in this part of the map that we haven't gone to explore yet. So we also don't have a truck that is very good for getting to that part of the map, because what we have right here is our old GMC. This isn't a bad truck, aside from it does not have all-wheel drive, and unfortunately we can't really unlock all-wheel drive for it for quite a while. In fact, we won't be able to get all-wheel drive for this truck in Michigan. I'm pretty sure that the all-wheel drive modification is located in Alaska for this thing. So this is going to be fairly unused truck here in this map, but we are going to use it for a quick little bit here. The first thing I want to do is, since we're already near the town, I'm going to go ahead and take this right up. We're going to grab metal beams from the town's storage and head over to the rock slide and drop those off. Lovely thing about these missions is you can do them in parts. You don't have to do everything all at once. You do have to do them in order. Some of the missions, they'll tell you you have to do this and then you have to do, something else. But this one, we just have to deliver, the two pieces here. Now, if I had a crane, I could go over there and pick up service parts from that trailer, but this truck doesn't yet have a crane on it, and I probably won't put a crane on this one. Instead, we're going to try to get a crane on our other truck that's currently sitting at the garage, that is just completely in disrepair. Now, one of the things with hard mode is we do have to pay. So you can see auto load up there. It cost me $150 to load these metal beams, which is unfortunate, but again, we don't have a crane, so we're gonna bite the bullet, use those that $150, and then we're also going to grab this trailer right here because this does have service spare parts on it. And this truck might struggle with the trailer and the load to get to this roadblock, so we're going to give it our best. And we're going to try to avoid the deepest mud. Luckily, this is kind of a main road, so if we get stuck, we should be able to winch our way out. Mud's not too bad through here, though. Anytime you see a mission, I like to just try to pick it up real quick. Not necessary, but it means that we don't have to go around and get it later. Alright, and there's our first one done. Now, because it costs money to load cargo without a crane, having these trailers and the cargo that is already on the trailers can be pretty important to these playthroughs. So right now, because my truck does not want to move, we are going to drop the trailer, try to get ourselves out of this little situation. This little rock is come on, you can do it. There we go. And now we'll try to pull the trailer to us, because I don't really want to leave this trailer here. I don't think that there's a need for bricks anywhere past here right now. So I kind of want to take this back towards the town. That way it's a little bit more central in the map. Again, this is kind of the downside to this truck, is it just doesn't have any pulling power. And me and these roadblocks have a history of not getting along. This thing might be actually buried. I thought I was on more solid ground. And I don't think I have a winch point anywheres around here. This one might be well and truly buried, which is not a good thing, because we don't have another truck to get it out of here. Oh, not that. Put ourselves back a little bit. Come on, truck, you can do it. You can do it. You're making a little progress. Normally in a casual playthrough, you could just reset the truck and be done. But I think we're honestly just caught up on this barrier. There we go. These little roadblock barriers are an absolute nightmare for me. Me and them do not get along. We're going to try not to tip the trailer over. Sorry, I didn't expect to be that stuck. right here. As you can see, those roadblocks are way more solid than you'd really think. That ate up a lot of fuel, though, and a lot of time. But we managed to get out of there, so that's good. Through that little bit of mud. Grab that mission while we're here, and then head back into town. Because I'm here and where I need to go isn't really going to be treacherous to at least get the metal beams, I am going to grab these again, pay my little fee. Luckily, $150 isn't the worst. These missions tend to net you, a few grand. And money's at a premium, but I also want to try to get the experience stars as fast as possible so that I can get better upgrades for my trucks. We're going to leave the trailer there. Oop. Crash my truck. And then make our way on to the Fallen Power Line mission here. And we'll drop off our metal beams, then head back to the garage, because what we're going to do is we're going to repair the other truck, because that one has engageable all-wheel drive. They have this section of the road blocked off, but I will always and forever just go through there rather than trying to go around. And, yep, that was one of those roadblocks. Absolutely hating my truck. But I will always go through that little river where it's flooded. It's so much easier than trying to go around and going through that mud. Now that our truck is a little bit lighter. We'll make our way back to the garage. Luckily, one of the trailers that is sitting at the garage is actually a service trailer. So we'll get back there and we'll hook up and take that right over to the other truck. I believe the other truck is out of fuel, so we'll give it about half of this truck's fuel, just so that we can get going a little bit more. I'm going to go top off the fuel on this real quick. This truck struggles with just the smallest amount of mud. Nothing for me to even winch to, is there? Ah, good old tree stump. Now what I'm going to try to do is grab this trailer and bring it back to the garage. Now that I have a truck that should be able to tow it. I say should with big asterisk behind that should, because again, this thing just has no real pulling power. But a little bit of struggling is going to make our lives a lot easier if we can just get this in the fuel trailer back to the garage. Luckily, aside from the mud where the trailer was stored, it's fairly smooth sailing the rest of the way. So we'll drop this trailer right here. Fuel up. And that trailer right there is our service trailer. So we're going to come over here, winch onto this beat up truck over here. I did put it into the garage earlier before starting the recording just to see. I couldn't remember how much it costs to repair something fully in the garage, and something that's this beat up is like $2,500 to repair, so a little bit more than I want to pay, considering I only have about $8 grand. Oh, that's right, I need to be attached to this other trailer, I think. So, forgive me. I'll pull this more out of the way, I guess, and see. It is a service trailer, so maybe I'm wrong. And that doesn't let me repair, but I'm fairly certain it does. Yeah, there we go. Now I get my repair option. There we go. So a lot of parts, not a whole lot of wheels, but this does use quite a few. So I'll park this as well as I can. And we're going to throw 16 gallons in the other truck. Alright, so this one does not have engageable all-wheel drive yet, but it has a diff lock, which makes a world of difference. Oh. There we go. Which makes a absolute world of difference in pulling power. And as you can see, unfortunately, my diff lock is locked, and so is my all-wheel drive. And this, again, actually this one is Russia, so not only would I not be able to get all-wheel drive for this for a while, it would be a very long while before I can get this. So we're going to take this sideboard bed off that. unfortunately, nothing good here. But we do have our engageable all-wheel drive. And now we have a sideboard bed. So we still don't have great wheels for this, but this is way, way, way better than what we had before. This thing's going to have much, much better chance of actually getting through mud than our previous truck. Alright, so for the power lines, we have to go get concrete blocks, which we have a trailer up here, I believe, that has some concrete blocks on it. So we'll go check that out real quick, see if it's something that we can grab. Some of the trailers that are out in the world are semi-trailers, so they need an actual fifth wheel hitch. I don't remember what this trailer is, but we'll go check it out. Pretty sure it's a long hittle hitch trailer. Throw this thing all-wheel drive, and we'll probably have to throw it in low and diff lock to get this trailer out of here, because this thing is gonna have quite a bit of weight on it. Yeah. Luckily, once we get out of here, it shouldn't be too bad. I just realized I'm saying luckily a lot. This truck is doing so much better. The other one probably wouldn't have even been able to get out of the GMC probably wouldn't have been able to get out of here under its own power without the trailer. There we go. I believe that we also need concrete blocks for the other roadblock up on the main road. Further past this fallen power line. So once we get this done, I'm gonna probably just leave this trailer by the fallen power line for when we're ready for that. I'm gonna be a little bit slow going here. One little bit right here where the mud is just super thick. This trailer is super heavy and difficult to tow, even in good conditions. Especially with this truck. Almost a pavement. Come on, you can do it. Just a little bit more. There we go. And we're home free. And we've reached rank 3 and made another $1,500. I don't know if I can make it all the way to the gas station with this trailer right now. So there is a gas station a little bit further up along the road here. I'm going to try to make it there with this trailer. If we can, we'll leave the trailer there. That way it's not blocking the road. And I'm pretty sure that we need these blocks for further up, like I mentioned earlier, so. This is the only part that I think this truck struggles with. Throw it in low, throw the diff lock on. Won't be the fastest hill climb, but as long as we get up, that's what matters in the end. Gas station, and I think we're on pavement now, so kick her out of low gear and get this up. Detached trailer, we're going to grab some fuel out of this heavy tanker. fuel here is $12 a gallon. Luckily, it's fairly cheap here, so if we do have to use a fuel station, it's not the worst thing. But definitely better to use the trailers. So here I'm just going to go pick up the next roadblock up here. We have the steel bridge up here that is currently out. To start with, we need metal beams. No wide vehicles. Well, we're going to put that to the test. Now, taking these scout paths with a large truck like this is kind of dangerous. These are much more likely to flip you or get you stuck. This one, I believe, is wide enough. I shouldn't have much of a problem getting through here. And with our all-wheel drive and diff lock, we should be able to get through. There is also a watchtower right up here that we're going to try to grab as we go by. Go down slowly. This is one of the reasons I didn't put a crane on this truck yet. So I will put a crane on here to allow me to load cargo on manually. That'll save me the auto load costs. But going up and over that little pass right there, the crane does make your truck more top heavy, so it makes it a little more prone to, flipping on you. So I tried to hold off on putting the crane on for a little bit. Obscured in the darkness, but this is fairly thick mud right there. Not too bad. Now we haven't been over here yet. The warehouse is where we get a fair number of pieces for what we have to take places. Alright, so we have a lot more of the map filled in now. We do see that we have this other watchtower. We can see exactly where it is now, though, so that'll make getting to it a lot easier. We also have that watchtower that we'll go grab here. This one is a lot more difficult to actually get to. It's pretty thick mud in there. But what I want to do we have the curtain side trailer to the farm. And yeah, that one is one that we will not be doing for a little while. So we're going to go ahead and grab our metal beams that we need. But we're not going to go back up over the pass. Instead, we're going to go back down around by the garage and we'll pick up that curtain side trailer. No, actually we might go back through the pass. Going over there fully loaded might actually be harder than just going back through that pass that we went over. There's some pretty thick mud up over there, but we also can, I think, avoid it by using a different scout path. So we're going to try that. We take the main road. There is a heavy flooded section that is very difficult to get through even with a good truck. I'd rather just go over this little side road here. Definitely not intended to go through here with a bigger truck, but you do what you gotta do in order to make your life a little easier. You just have to be careful on hills like this. This is where it's really easy to flip. And then this is the other really flooded spot, but if we swing it wide here, can avoid the worst of the mud. We really only have to try to get through mud right here. And if we do get hung up, we have the telephone pole to winch to. This thing's fairly good though. Best early game truck by far. In hardcore. In the casual playthrough, you know, if you got the DLC vehicles, it unlocks those DLC vehicles for you right off the bat, so you just have access to them. Hardcore doesn't let you do that though. Here's our curtain side trailer that we have to bring to the farm. We'll grab that, top off on fuel. And go drop this off at the farm. Try to activate that so it doesn't go all weird on us. We are just a little bit loaded down at this point. It's a bit of a muddy mess in here. I think a little bit of speed and we should be able to get the trailer there, and we can scoot around the mud and head up the hill behind the farm. There we go. Yeah, and you can see here that I do have to take concrete blocks up there. I don't know how well this is going to go in this truck loaded down with the steel beams, but we're going to try to take the back way out of here. That's the quickest way to get back up to our trailer where we left those concrete blocks. This is pretty steep. I don't know if we have a winch point. But we're going to give her the beans. Oh yeah, this thing's a beast. It's a beast. Alright, I called you a beast. Come on. There. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Okay. Concrete blocks. Once we do this, we're not really going to have a need for this particular trailer anymore. Unfortunately, selling trailers isn't the thing in hardcore. Normally, I finish with a trailer like this, take it over to the garage, sell it to the trailer store, make a few bucks, but not an option for us here. almost there. I think we'll call it quits after this one. There we go. One more roadblock down. So I think that's where we'll call it for this video. Made some good progress. Got a bit more of the map unlocked. We've got, what, 3 different roadblocks out of the way. So I'd say that we accomplished quite a bit here. So again, thank you all for tuning in. If you do enjoy the series, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave comments. Any feedback on these videos is welcome, as long as it is, you know, actually feedback. If you want to complain, by all means. But I want to hear your thoughts, you know, how I'm doing on these videos. Do you enjoy them? But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.